Square one. It's easy. I would recommend learning to solve Rubik's Cube beforehand, but you don't necessarily have to. There's only 5 steps that you need to follow. The first step is to make a cube shape. The second step is to get all the corners on both sides to be the same color. The next step is to solve all of the edge colors on both sides. Then the fourth step is to solve all of the corners. And the last step is to solve all of the edges. So the first step is to get the puzzle back into a cube. The way you do this is by doing slice moves. This is called a slice move where you turn through the center. And this is the top face and this is the bottom face. They're actually the only 3 moves you can do on this puzzle. The idea is that we want to try and get it into this shape where all of the edges are on top and there's none at the bottom. These are the edges and these are the corners. All of the other corners are at the bottom like this, and then the top has all the edges in this shape. There's many cases that can be at the start, but it breaks down to pairs and singles. As you can see at the bottom, we have 2 pairs where there's these 2 next to each other, and then at the top we have a pair here and then a single and another single. So this is 3 in a row, so we treat this as a pair and then this one as a single, and this is obviously a single as well. The way we make that shape is by doing slice moves to connect pairs with other pairs. So this pair here, I want to connect it to this pair, this one and this one, by slicing through just like this. And as you can see, we have the 4, and then we have the 2 at the bottom like this, and we want to get this pair next to it here. If this pair's at the bottom and we want to connect it to these ones, all we have to do is the same thing, keep this on the side, and rotate to a point where we think if we slice through here, it'll add to the top. But because this puzzle has bandaging, we actually can't do it at this spot. This is okay. All we have to do is move it to the next spot that's available, move this up, and then try again. So move this back, and then that should work. If we have a case like this where there's 4 here and 2 here, all we have to do is just keep this one here, push it down, turn the top so it'll be next to it when you bring it back up. Once you have the 6 edges here, there should only be 2 at the bottom. There's either a case like this where they're across from each other, or it's a case like this where there's 2 at an angle. If it's like this where they're at the angle, hold it in this point here where the slice is here and the 2 are here, and we want to put the top pieces here, so when we slice up, it'll break this one. So we put this through just like that, and then we have the 2 at the bottom, and all we want to do is turn it like this, and so when we slice through, we can put this one next to these pieces right here. And that means that we'll have 2 across from each other, which we could just finish off the slice and put them up like so. If you have a case where the 6 are solved like this and there's 2 opposite each other, all we have to do is hold them like this, where there's the 2 opposite on this side, where you slice through with both of them together. So it slices up next to this here, as so. Now we have this case, all we have to do is hold it like this. We want to break it through the middle as so. Then we're going to turn the top, and so it's the middle of the 4 here, and turn the bottom, so the middle 4 are here like this, so it should look like this. Then we slice through, and we should have 2, 2, 2, 2. Because these are the same shape, what we do is put this one going through this direction, and then this one going across that direction. And then we slice through again. We should have this kite shape again. Turn it so both the short ends are facing the same direction, and then we slice through, and that makes the cube. Don't worry about the centers for now. We can fix the centers for later, but for now this doesn't really matter. This counts as being in a cube shape because the top and the bottom are both squares. Step 2 is to put all of the corners on each face to be the same color. So as you can see, this one has black, 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 white, and on bottom we have white, 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 black. This white and this black need to swap. You could have a case where there's white, white, black, black, and white, white, black, black. You can have a few cases where there's different colors on each side. I'm just going to start with one corner incorrect. So we want to put the top one on the front, and we want to put the other one here, except we want to turn this just 1 degree like this. And so then when we slice through, there should be 2 next to each other and 2 next to each other. We want to put them adjacent to the whites. So when we slide this up, that makes all the whites solved. And it does the same with the bottom. If you have a case where there's like opposites like this and the same color like this, all we want to do is hold it like this with the 2 adjacent, and then we just slice up, and that will give us the single color. And then we could just do the same thing, and that'll solve everything. If you ever slice up and it makes the shape like this, don't worry. All you have to do is just put it back. You just didn't do that 1 degree turn. The next step is to solve the top and bottom colors of the edges. So these last 2 edges here. You can have 4, 3, 2, or 1 edges. If all 4 edges are the opposite color, just do these moves and this will give you another case. So if you have 3, hold the cube like this, so there's 3 at the top, and then this one has to be facing this direction. All we have to do is these moves. Turn this 1 degree, do a slice, turn this back, and then turn the bottom 1 degree, slice. And then, once we've solved, that should have 2 left. So if we have this case where there's 2 opposite each other and then 2 adjacent from each other, we want to hold the adjacent to the left and up like this, and then we want to hold the top so they're facing this direction. Now we're going to do our first algorithm. When I say do 3 moves at the top, that includes the corner being 2 moves. So this is 1, 2. just like that. So the algorithm goes like this. Slice, 1, 2, 3, slice, 1, 2, 3 back, and then we do the bottom, 1, 2, 3, slice, and then we do the bottom, 1, 2, 3 back. And that made both of them adjacent, which means all we have to do is that exact same thing, but put this one on this side this time, so they're both facing the same direction, and then we just do that same move. Slice, 1, 2, 3, slice, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, slice, 1, 2, 3, slice. And all that did is give us 2 like this, and if you have these cases at any point, just do them from this point. So now when we've got the 2 that are opposite from each other like this is what we want, because it means all we have to do is just do one move, slice, one nudge, slice, one nudge. And that solved both sides. The final step is to solve all of the colors around the edges, which is actually quite simple. All we have to do is that same algorithm before. We have to turn the top until we find 2 corners next to each other like this. They're called headlights. And they can also look like this, where there's 3 in a row. This is still headlights. So we want to find headlights on both sides, hold them at the front, and then do that exact same move. Slice, 1, 2, 3, slice, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, slice, 1, 2, 3, slice. And what that did is that actually solved all of the corners. So we should just have headlights or nothing, just like this. If you have a case where your headlights are here, but at the bottom they're all headlights, then all you have to do is just hold the headlights on the left, do that move, and then you should have the same thing. So the headlights are here, now you can move it here, and then you can do those moves. Same thing for if you have headlights at the top, but nothing solved at the bottom, so there's no headlights at all. All you have to do is hold this at the side, again, like this, do the moves, and then you should have headlights here and headlights here. You can also have a case where there's no headlights at all, like this. All you have to do is just do it wherever, and then that should give you headlights at the top and headlights at the bottom. Finally, we're up to the last stage, which is solving the edges. This is a really simple algorithm. All you have to do is look at each side at a time. And if you know this from 3x3, this is actually just a U-perm where there's 3 that need to cycle. Don't worry about the bottom for now. All we have to do is look at the 3 top ones. What we do is we hold it like this, where the bar is on the left, and we do these moves. We do a slice with this hand, push, 3 with the bottom, slice up, and then 3 back. Slice down, 3 at the bottom, slice up, 3 back, slice down. And what we've essentially done, we've kept the same with the bar on the side, then we just do one nudge and do the same thing. And what that actually did is cycle to the second one. All we have to do is just that exact same thing again. Nudge. And then that solved the whole top. And then all we have to do is just the same thing with the bottom. Only this time you might notice that the line is on the right, but that's okay. All we have to do is just turn it like this so the line's on the left, and then we do the same thing. So we hold the bar on the left and we just do those moves. And then nudge once. And that solves the whole thing. But you might actually notice it didn't solve the whole thing. You can either have this case or this case, where it's not a complete cube. If you have this case, all you have to do is this. Slice, turn the whole top around, slice, turn the whole top around, and keep doing that. And then that'll solve it. If you have this case where the bars are wrong, all you have to do is slice, turn both sides through the middle, and then slice back, and that'll solve the whole thing. And there's one more thing, there is actually parity on this. The edges could all be solved except for 2, and it could either look like this, where they're across from each other, or they're next to each other like this. This is really normal and it happens about 50% of the time, but the algorithm is really long, so I recommend learning this after you've learned the rest of the cube. I have a full video going through the parity algorithms, and I've got a link to that in the description as well. I won't go over that in this video though. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful. I also have a lot of other tutorials on my channel as well. Cheers!